Good morning to all of you. Today we are learning about a subject basic mathematics in which we are discuss about a topic function. First of all, introduction about a function. A function relates an input to an output. It is like a machine that has an input and an output. Here you can see this image in which there is one machine in which yellow ball is a input and here is a ball which is an output. Therefore it is like some machine. Suppose you have a printer, you input blank pages and you got output as a printed pages. That means function is similar like a machine. That means it is it relate an input to an output. The output is related somehow to the input. Now a function is a relation between a set of inputs and a set of permissible output with the property that each input is related to exactly one output. That means in function, suppose you have one set in which you have a one input and it is related to some exactly one output. For example, you have two sets. Suppose there is a set X, second set is set Y. In set X, you can see that let X be the set consisting of four shapes. First, a red triangle, second, a yellow rectangle, then a green hexagon, then fourth, a red square. That means set X containing four shapes: first triangle, second rectangle, third hexagon and fourth square. Now let Y be the set consisting of five colors. First is a red. Here there is a red. Second blue. You can see here second is a blue. Third green. You can see here there is a third green. Fourth pink. You can see here pink, and last yellow. You can see here yellow. That means you have two set X containing these four elements, second set Y which contain five elements. Now linking each shape to its color is a function from X to Y. That means from set X to set Y there is a some relation which is a linking each shape to its color is said to be function from the our set X to Y. Each shape is linked to a color. Each shape is linked or mapped to exactly one color. You can see in our figure, you see here there is a first triangle. Triangle is in red color and it is linked to a red color. Similarly rectangle is in yellow color, it is linked to a yellow color, and hexagon in a green color, it is linked to a color green. Rectangle is in red color and it is linked to a also red color. Now there is no shape that lacks a color and no shape that has two or more colors. In figure you can see that no color has there is four shape and there is four color. Here you can see that there is no color which not linked to a color. There is no shape, there is no link to color, and there is no function between these four blue color. You can see here four shape and four color. That means it is a function from X to Y. Now this function will be referred to as the color of the shape function because set X considering color and set Y considering shape. Therefore it is its name is a color of the shape function. Now definition of a function. A function relates each element of a set with exactly one element of another set, possibly the same set. Here two words are in red color. It is more important in the definition of a function. First each element and second exactly one. The two important things, first each element, that means that every element in X related to some element in Y. That means in X there is some element which is related to some element in Y. And second word is exactly one. That means that is a function is a single value. That means exactly one element for the some element in X you have a single value. Now function are two types, first one to many and second many to one. Here there is a, you can see in first figure, two element, but first element is related to two element of a set y. That means it is not a function because property of a function not satisfied in this example. Now you can see it second example, here many to one, because here two element is related to first element of a set y. That means each element of a set xy related to exactly one element of a y. Therefore it is a satisfy property of a function. Therefore it is a correct in a function. So you can see here one to many is not a correct function, but many to one is a correct function. Now example of a function, suppose multiply by 2 is a very simple function. There is a three parts, first input, second relationship and third output. First you input 0, multiply by 2, it is become 0, that means you got output as a 0. Second you input 1, multiply by 2, 1 into 2, you got output as a 2. Input 7, you multiply with 2, you got output as a 14. Input 10, multiply by 2, you got output as a 20. Suppose in the above relation, for an input of 50, what would be the output? Now in last example you can see here, you input 0, multiply by 2, you got 0, multiply by 2. You have to question that you have to multiply 50 by 2, that means you got 100. Now there is some example of a function. First, x square is a squaring function, x cube plus 1 is also a function. Sine, cosine, tangent are the function used in trigonometry. There is a very more example of a function, but we discuss only 3 example. Now name of the function, it is most important in the function. First, it is useful to give a name to a function. A most common name is f. Mostly we use name f, but we can use other name like g, h, I, etc. Here there is a figure in which f of x equal to x square. Here f is a function name, x that means what we would to input in the function, it is a name x, it is equal to x square, that means what to output. Here f is a function name, x that means we input some value, and x square that means we get output. We would say this function as a f of x equal to x square. Now we have to learn about a domain, codomain and range of a function. For a function f from x to y, the set x is called a domain, the set y is called a codomain, and the set of elements that get pointed to y, the actual values produced by the function, is called the range. The domain of f is denoted by domain of f, the range of f is denoted by range of f. Now there are special names for what can be input into a function and what will be output into a function. What can be input to a function is called the domain, and what is the possible output of a function is called the codomain. What is the actually output of a function is called the range. Now here there is an example for the set A is the domain. Here you have to give it two set, first set A and second at set B. Here function from x to 2x plus 1. The set A is a domain. In domain there are 4 elements, 1, 2, 3, 4. The set B is the codomain. B codomain contain there is a 10 element, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here write it known, it is a domain, it is a codomain. Now the set of elements that get pointed to B in B are the range. You can see here from the set x, if we put 1 into the 2x plus 1, then we get 2 into 1 plus 1, it is equal to 3. Then 1 pointed to 3. Similarly, if we put value of 2 in this function, you get value 5. If we put 3 into this function, you get 7, and if we put 4 then it is become 8, sorry, it is become 9. Therefore we have a 4 value, and in B you find 4 value 3, 5, 7 and 9. Therefore what will be our output is 3, 5, 7 and 9. It is known as a range or image. The set of elements that get pointed to in B are the range. It is also called the image. Now example, if a function f is defined as f from z to z, f of x equal to x square plus 3, then find the domain, codomain and range of function f. We have to find the domain and codomain for this function f of z to z, f of x equal to x square plus 3. Now you can see here, if f from z to z, z become a domain of a function and z become also a codomain of a function, then domain of a z equal to value of a z, that means set of integer, it is like that -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3 up to dash dash dash. Codomain of f is equal to z is equal to up to dash dash dash, set of integer is -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3 up to dash dash dash. Now we have to find the range of this f. To find the range, we have to input the value in the our function x square plus 3. If we put in the function x equal to -3, then we get f of -3 equal to -3 square plus 3 equal to 12. If we input -2, then we get f of -2 equal to -2 square plus 3 is equal to 7. If we put x equal to -1, then we get f of -1 is equal to -1 square plus 3 equal to 4. If we input x equal to 0, then we get f of 0 equal to 0 square plus 3 equal to 3. If we input x equal to 1, then we get 1 square plus 3 equal to 4. If we input x equal to 2, then we get f of 2 equal to 2 square plus 3, that means 4 plus 3 equal to 7. If we input x equal to 3, it is equal to 3 square plus 3, that means 9 plus 3 equal to 12. Here you can see that value of f of -3, f of 3 is equal. Similarly f of -2 and f of 2 also are equal. Similarly f of -1 and f of 1 are equal. Therefore our range of f become, it is equal to 3, 4, 7, 12 up to dash dash dash. You can like it is as close interval 3 to open interval infinite, because set are continuously infinitely. Now we have a second example. For find the domain and range of a function f defined as a g from capital N to q, g of n is equal to 1 by n for small n belongs to capital N. Here domain of a g is equal to set of natural number, that means it is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 up to dash dash dash. The first element of the set n is a 1. Now we have to find the range of this function. Therefore we input the value of natural number into our function g of n is equal to 1 by 1, 1 by n. If we put n equal to 1, then our function become g of 1 is equal to 1 by 1, it is equal to 1. Now if we put n equal to n equal to 2, then g of 2 become, it is equal to 1 by 2. If we put n equal to 3, then g of 3 become 1 by 3 up to dash dash dash. If we put n equal to 100, then g of 100 become 1 by 100 up to dash dash dash. Continuously it is infinitely going. Therefore our range of function g is become 1, 1 by 2, 1 by 3 up to dash dash 1 by 100 up to dash dash dash. Now second example, if you have to given f of x equal to 1 minus x upon 1 plus x, prove that f of x plus f of 1 by x equal to 0. Now here fx is equal to 1 minus x upon 1 plus x. We have to find the value of f of 1 by x, because f of x is given here. F of 1 by x is become, replace value of x by 1 by x, then we get value of f of 1 by x is a 1 minus 1 by x upon 1 plus 1 by x is equal to become, by taking LCM you got x minus 1 by x upon x plus 1 by x. Here x cancel out, you got x minus 1 upon x plus 1. Now LHS is equal to f of x plus f of 1 by x is equal to 1 minus x upon 1 plus x plus x minus 1 upon x plus 1. Now taking LCM, you got it is equal to 1 minus x plus x minus 1 divided by x plus 1. Here x cancel out, 1 minus 1 cancel out, it is becomes 0 upon x plus 1, that means it is equal to 0. That means you got RHS, hence it is a proof. Now second example, if fx is equal to ax plus b upon bx plus a, then prove that f of x into f of 1 by x equal to 1. Here you have to given fx is equal to ax plus b upon bx plus a. Therefore our f of 1 by x become, that means replace in fx x by 1 by x. Therefore f of 1 by x become a into 1 by x plus b upon b into 1 by x plus a. It is become by taking LCM a plus bx upon b plus ax. It is equal to bx plus a upon ax plus b. Now we have to find value of fx into f of 1 by x. That means f of x into f of 1 by x is become ax plus b upon bx plus a into bx plus a upon ax plus b. It is equal to 1. Here both are cancelled out and you got the value 1. It is our RHS. Now second example, if fx equal to e raised to x, then prove that first f of x plus y is equal to fx into f of y and f of x minus y is equal to f of x upon f of y. Suppose you have to given that f of x equal to e raised to x, you have to find value of f of x plus y. The value of f of x plus y become replace x by x plus y into the definition of fx. Then our f of x plus y become, it is equal to e to the power x plus y. We can write e to the power x plus y as a e to the power x into e to the power y. Now our definition is, if fx equal to e raised to x, then we can write f of y is equal to e raised to y. Then e raised to x, it is equal to fx, e raised to y is a f of y. Therefore it is become f of x into f of y. Hence our first statement is proved. Now to prove second statement, f of x minus y. That means replace x by x minus y into the definition of fx. It is equal to e raised to x minus y. Now you can write e raised to x minus y is a x e raised to x upon e raised to y. Now we can discuss in last statement, if fx equal to e raised to x, then f of y is equal to e raised to y. Therefore it is become f of x, it is become f of y. It is equal to f of x upon f of y. Hence our second statement is also proved. LHS is equal to RHS. Thank you.